Should old acquaintance be... No. Let's stop for a wee dram of... No. You know what? We've exhausted Scotland. So, pirates. Aha, Jim lad. Welcome aboard the high seas of quizzing, where knowledge is our treasure and our teams are buccaneers. I'm not saying they have a criminal record. I simply don't know. But if the BBC doesn't check that sort of thing after everything that... Anyway, let's meet them and get on with the game. On my right, Annette Fenner, a medical journal editor and choral singer who owns over 200 pieces of acrylic jewellery. Emily Watnick, a retired finance manager with an interest in Northern Renaissance art who passed her driving test on the 6th attempt. And their captain, Amy Goddell, a philosophy and psychology graduate who once paralysed her subject during a hypnotherapy session. United by a soft spot for spirits, they are the Cosmopolitans. So, Amy, you won your first heat against the Taverners. How are you feeling about tonight's match?
Every match is different, so we're just hoping that we can repeat our triumph of before.
You are facing tonight, on my left, David Provisa, a father of two who recently became a member of the Marylebone Cricket Club after a 10-year wait. Hugh Brady, a scientist and modern history enthusiast who has abseiled off the Senate building in London. And their captain, Jack Welsby, a chartered accountant who doesn't have a mobile phone and once used up all the ink in Guy Ritchie's printer. United by their subterranean savvy, they are the Tubers. Jack, you beat the Bardophiles in your first game. How are the nerves tonight?
Well, we're trying to think of ourselves as corks borne along on the river of quiz destiny.
That's absolutely lovely. That could be the basis of a 12-minute introduction by me to the next show. Now, this is the beginning of round two. Both these teams won their first heats to come straight here, but tonight the losers are going home. You started off well, Cosmopolitans. You've won the toss, so you'll be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Twisted flax.
The wick of twisted flax will be the first hieroglyph of round two. These are going to be picture clues. Something connects them. What is it? Here's the first.
That's Frank Sinatra.
Yes. Next.
Yes. People who's
Next.
Justin
Bieber.
These are mugshots. They're mugshots.
They do look like it,
I
don't
think they're all
they?
their mugshots.
Yes, should we go for that?
Yeah,
Are these mugshots after they've committed some kind of crime?
They are all mugshots after they've been arrested on suspicion of some kind of crime.
Of course.
You didn't need to see the last one. Hugh Grant, that is, after
Oh, that's the famous one.
stopping to chat to a lady in Los Angeles. What can you tell me about the first three clues?
Justin Bieber abandoned a monkey at some point.
I think that was a drink driving
I'm
offence,
not sure
so
it's a
that
crime to
particular-
abandon a monkey. Yes, it was. He was sort of street racing in a yellow
Right.
Lamborghini or Ferrari or something like that. Yes.
And with Jane
The
Fonda,
crime
it
was
must have
obviously
been
that it was a
Some sort of
yellow.
anti-war
Yes.
demo or something.
Yeah, it
was
must have been political.
Actually, it wasn't. She was stopped going through an airport and she had vitamins in her bag that were labelled B, L and D for breakfast, lunch and dinner. But she was accused of drug smuggling. And Frank Sinatra, now this was to do with an affair that he had with a married woman, and he was arrested in 1938 on various charges that they changed. I think at one point it was seduction, on the grounds that what married woman would go to bed with another man unless she'd been seduced. But all mugshots after these famous people had been arrested. Very well done. You get 2 points. Tubers, your turn to choose a question.
Lion reclining, please.
The lion question. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
That's the capital actually with Guinea.
It's not actually attached to it.
Next, please. That's the capital of Guinea. Equatorial Guinea, Guinea.
That'll be the capital of Guinea-Bissau, which is Bissau.
Bissau and the capital of Papua New Guinea. Capitals of places called Guinea in the name. Is that what you want? Equatorial Guinea, can I put Guinea? Okay. They're capitals of countries with Guinea in their name.
Very bravely gambled, coming in after 2 clues. You get 3 points. These are the capitals of which countries?
Malabo is Equatorial Guinea, Conakry is Guinea, Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, and Bissau is Guinea-Bissau.
That's absolutely right. Capitals of countries with Guinea in the name. Very well done. Back to you, Cosmopolitans, for a choice.
A horned viper?
OK. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next.
More conservative. Maybe.
Yes.
Swings.
So it's going to be. Is it?
It might be Lib Dem.
But yes, but it's what's the thing that's.
The swing on the dance.
Can it be the swing?
Should we get the next one?
Next. I don't know if it's going to help.
I don't know what the swing is.
It must be to do with the swing, mustn't it? I don't think we can.
Yeah.
I don't know what the equals.
3 seconds.
It's going to be consonant.
It's the
No. Yeah.
swing in the election, the number that they gained and lost.
I'm afraid I can't accept that. Tubers, it's a possible bonus point for you. I can show you the last clue. Do you know the connection?
Oh, it is the last election.
It's the result of the last general election.
In Scotland.
In terms of seats.
Well done, Hugh. Scotland is the key. Yes, the Conservatives didn't win and lose no seats altogether. It is in Scotland in 2015 that Labour lost 40 seats, the Lib Dems lost 10 and the SNP gained 50. So well done, you get the bonus point and your chance to choose.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. It's the music question. You seem pleased. What connects the things you're going to hear? Here's the first.
Next, please. That's the one off the bunny supermarket with the elephant. I don't know what it's called. Next, please.
It's the weather girls.
It's really mad. Sex Pistols aren't in the UK. Next, please.
I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know if you know what I mean.
3 seconds.
They're all to do with conditions we find immediately around us.
Well, isn't everything? It would be a weird song that wasn't. I'm afraid I can't accept that sort of enormous, all-encompassing answer. Cosmopolitans, do you want to have a go for a bonus point?
Songs covered by Spice Girls singing as a solo artist.
Brilliant, you get the bonus point. Yes, we heard the Sex Pistols, but who would do a better version of Anarchy in the UK than them? Of course, it would be Mel C from the Spice Girls. Who covered those other ones?
Raining Men was Jerry Halliwell. And the last one, I can't remember what it's called, but that was Emma Bunton.
That's right, that was Emma Bunton, originally Edie Brickell. And word up by Cameo, Mel B. Although at the time, she was known as Mel G. Why was she known as Mel G?
Because she
was
was married to
married?
her dancer or
Yes.
something.
Yeah, I don't know about her dancer. Well, apart from in the sense that one's husband is always one's dancer, really. Mine certainly is. Jimmy Gulzar, the dancer. Absolutely right, very well done for the bonus point. And you may now choose your own question.
Water?
Water. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Okay, so he is clearly a Vietnamese, but no Vietnamese. Next. Yeah. Next.
They are the original names of heads of state. I think
Yes.
he became
Yeah.
one of the leaders of Israel.
Should we go for it?
Yeah.
Original names of heads of state.
They are world leaders' original names. Very well done. You did not need to see the last clue. William Jefferson Blythe III, otherwise known as Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Who are we looking at?
Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh. Second
Haile
clue, who's that?
Selassie?
Haile Selassie, Emperor of Ethiopia. That's at clue 2. And what about the third one? I think gave it away to you there.
I think it's at Menachem Begin.
Oh, no,
Shimon
it's
Peres.
Shimon Peres, exactly so.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, he took... There was a custom there to take the original name from their underground code name. So Perez the Vulture, that had been the code name of Shimon Persky. He changed it to that. Very well done. Original names of leaders. Back to you, tubers, for the final question of the round, the Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please. Russian. Next, please. Let's do some English.
The 10 million show. Was it Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
10 million. We've got 10 million more. The next one. Next, please.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
It's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in various languages.
They are international versions of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. What are the languages? The first clue pronounced, of course. Exactly so, and that's in...
Greek.
It is in Greek. Second one. And that's the...
I think that's Russian.
It is Russian. Alles ist möglich. Die 10 Millionen Show. There's my best attempt at the third one, which is, of course...
Germany.
No, Austria. And the last one is in Spain. International versions of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Well quizzed. That means, at the end of round 1, the Tubers have 5 points, the Cosmopolitans have 5 points. So neck and neck into round 2, or round 2, as they call it in Austrian quiz shows. Cosmopolitans, you'll be going first again. What would you like?
A horned viper.
OK, you're going to see the first in a sequence. I'd like to know what would come forth. First one is coming up now.
Next. These chord sequences on guitar. On the violin.
I don't know.
Next.
Like something like some sort of chord sequence of, you know, a famous song like
Yes,
Stairway to
it's got
Heaven
to
or
be,
something
yes.
like
Or it
that.
could be
I don't know what it is.
national anthem or...
3 seconds.
GCCE.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Tubers, do you know?
E.
E. I'm afraid that's not it. Now, this is the kind of question that's extremely easy if you play in a string quartet and almost impossible if you don't. Their tunings in the violin family. If you go along the top, you see that's the violin,
Yeah.
G, D, A, and then we've got the viola and the cello. It's the same notes, but the viola is an octave higher, so that would be C, G, D. And the last one there is the double bass. So I want the next tunings in those instruments, and it would be E, A, A, G. Tunings in the violin family. So no points there, but tubers, you may choose your own question.
2 reeds, please.
2 reeds, OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
It's like A's.
It's
A's, B's, C1, C2.
What's C2?
Is that B? Is it B's?
Do you want the next one?
Yeah, next.
Next bit.
Yeah, C2 is like
C2. So, yeah, so it's A, B, it's C1, and what is
C2?
C2?
Is it semi-skilled?
It's a skilled manual, semi-skilled manual. Do you want to get one?
I don't think.
Do you want to do the next one?
I'm not entirely sure. Go with semi-skilled.
Semi-skilled manual.
I think I can't accept that. I think this is a very precise one, and I can't take that answer. So I'm going to show the third in a sequence of the Cosmopolitans. I need a very quick and perfect answer for a bonus point.
Skilled manual.
It is skilled manual workers. Now, I think you probably recognise this is the NRS demographic categories, officially the social grades, but known popularly as ABC1. And we're looking at grade A, grade B, grade C1, and C2 is very much skilled manual workers, because then D would be the semi-skilled and unskilled. So because it's about categorisation, I need the precise answer. So a bonus point to you, Cosmopolitans, and your chance to choose.
Twisted flax.
Yeah.
Twisted flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
No, next. Next. Oh no, so they are languages, presumably.
In their own language.
And they are the languages... No, not in their own languages, because Estonian
It's obviously
isn't.
not going to be.
Oh, maybe what they are is Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, and then Finnish.
Okay, which is...
Should we go for it? Well, yes, or it might be Finnish. What should we say?
Up to you.
Finnish.
Is the right answer for 2 points. Very well done. And why is it Finnish?
Is it going north up the Baltic, the languages?
Oh no, actually, it's
Well, it's a good job we got it right then.
it's actually by group. It's Finnic languages. By size, by number of speakers. So Meänkieli is actually a minority language in Sweden. It's types of language, and the most widely spoken is Finnish. Well done. Tubers, back to you for a choice.
Lion, please.
Lion. OK, these are going to be picture clues. What sort of thing would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
James Burke.
That's James Burke.
Connections.
Next, please. That's the Fibonacci sequence and some traffic lights. James Burke. Next, please. That's two walls. James Burke.
Well, it's sequence, it's only connect, isn't it? So the second one's sequences, like then what's next? Then there's the two walls, so it's
yes,
probably
missing vowels. A piece of text with the vowels missing.
Very well spotted. Missing vowels is what you'd see, and why is that?
These are depictions of the 4 rounds and only connect.
That's absolutely right. You recognised the 1978 documentary series Connections with James Burke. That's in the first picture there. Sequences next, then walls, only connect. The next thing, if you can survive that long, is the missing vowels round. Very well spotted. Back to you then, Cosmopolitans, for a choice.
Water, please.
Water. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Right, so it could be the lines on a... What next?
So if that's the top line of text, then it's what's above numbers? Functions.
Yeah, but then what would be the fourth one? Should we go for the next?
Blank. Yeah.
Next, please.
It's the most common passwords, isn't it?
Yes. What is the most password? Oh no.
Someone's birthday.
0 Yeah.
3 seconds.
What do we think?
My birthday.
Not the answer, I'm afraid, or at least I'm really going to assume it isn't. So, tubers, you've got the chance for bonus point.
1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Not it either. I think you've all guessed what it's about. The answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So unless you were born on the 123rd of April 1956, not your birthday, these are the most common passwords that people would choose going up to the most popular. I mean, I don't know why people bother having a password if that's the password.
No.
They are very simple. Why not have sort of something... A password in Welsh is very good. Our producer's password, for example, is Llay Llaw Gyffes. That's Llay Llaw Gyffes. And let me tell you, she's got some very racy pictures in her cloud. But yes, you all spotted the connection, but not what came forth, so no points there. Tubers, you will get the last question of the round. Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
China's the second largest. No.
Next, please.
Is it the largest country by population? It's going up the population, yeah, size. So it would be Soviet Union, Russia, and the larger, and China. Russia. No, Canada.
What one's population? What's the top?
No, it's not.
No, the top one is.
Bottom one is
The top one is size.
What's that one size?
No, the top one is size is Russia. The
Yes.
bottom one is
population, so it's China.
Yes,
Russia over
China.
China.
3 seconds.
Russia and China.
Would be the right answer. And why is that?
The top line is the size of the country going upwards, and the bottom line is the population of the country going upwards.
That's right. It's like that music tuning question. Again, you're reading along the top, and it's country sizes, and the top one is by geographical size. It would go China, United States, Canada, Russia, and the lower line is by population, Indonesia, United States, India, and the biggest population, China. So very well done. That means at the end of round 2, the Cosmopolitans have 8 points, the Tubers have 9. So a very close match tonight. I imagine we're going to have rather tense connecting walls, as if there were any other kind. Your chance to choose this time, Tubers. Would you like lion or water?
Lion, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Station in
Gas
Paris.
station in Paris.
That's also. Although,
Gare de Lyon, let's go.
God, let's wait. Just.
We'll just try that.
Yeah.
That's it.
There is another one I see.
Okay. So it's not, let's say,
Battersea, maybe? Napoleonic battles at Jena, Marengo, Austerlitz.
Copenhagen? Well, let's try that. Sorry, go on. No, that's it. Councils?
Yeah,
Council of Trent, Council of Rome.
Lateran Council?
Yeah. What other councils might there be? Councils of
Constance, no.
Constance.
Elau? I don't know what that is.
No, again. Okay.
What else could be? These must be stations.
Yeah, there must be some stations. So Lay,
Salazar can't be any.
Lyon, Austerlitz, and then one more. Is it Bercy?
Maybe, but I don't know. Austerlitz would fit the battles, because Jena's a battle.
Okay, missing Austerlitz. Missing. Okay, so the battles now.
But Austerlitz was the red herring.
What battles? Copenhagen.
What was the battle?
Sorry, no, I was saying.
Fleet, was it?
So we've got to give councils.
Okay, Council of Trent. What's the other two councils? The Council of
That's the Rome.
Rome. Okay. You sure there are only three? Okay. Oops. Council of Sheffield, Edinburgh, Ayla, no, Trent, the river, Rome, Constance.
Was Ayla battle?
What was that? Well, Virginia, Ayla, okay.
Three strikes and you're out now.
So councils, Lateran Council, Council
About 20
Trent.
seconds.
So what have we got left? Okay, Sheffield, no, surely? Constance. Okay, Istanbul and Rome. Okay, let's take those three again. Council of... Was it Constance, possibly? Or Lyon? Which two do you want to take? Constance and Lyon?
10 seconds.
Constance and Lyon.
Not it, I'm afraid, so the wall has frozen, but you found two groups, and I'll give you more points if you can tell me the connections. What about the first blue group?
These are stations in Paris.
They are railway stations in Paris: Salazar, Gare de l'Est, Gare de Bercy and Austerlitz. And the green group, what are they?
They're battles in...
Napoleonic battles?
Yeah, Napoleonic battles. And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There we are, should look like that. The Lateran, Lyon or Lyon, Trent, Constance, what are they?
They are councils of various types. So,
Meetings of the Church?
Yeah.
They're ecumenical councils of the Roman Catholic Church, Catholic councils. And the last group, Rome, Edinburgh, Sheffield, Istanbul.
They were built on 7 hills, yes.
Yeah.
Tell me something very specific.
Seven.
They're all said to be built on 7 hills. So you found two groups and you got all 4 points for the connections. That is a total of 6. We're going to bring back the Cosmopolitans now and give them a new connecting wall, equally fiendish. See if they can sort it into 4 connected groups of 4. You're going to get the water wall because the line's been taken. You have 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
April and Titania are in Midsummer Night's Dream.
And Sebastian are in the Tempest.
Yes, and so is Ariel.
Oh, Ariel, Prince Eric, Flounder are in Disney's
Yes.
Little Mermaid.
And what's the other one?
Titania?
Scuttle?
Scuttle, could be Scuttle.
No.
Shall I go?
Yeah.
through?
Let me see. Calibri is a hummingbird.
It's also a.
Oh, Sebastian the Crab.
Yes, that'll be it.
I've just done that though.
Oh no. So it's not Ariel because Ariel is.
Ariel's in the Tempest.
Yeah.
So
Oh
who
dear.
else is in the Tempest?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Okay. Isn't Lazy Lazarus the name of a poem?
It's a poem by Sylvia Plath.
By Sylvia Plath.
As Ariel is.
As is Ariel.
As is Daddy.
As is Daddy. So now we just have to find the other one. Tulips?
Yes.
3 strikes and you're out now.
So some of these I think are
Fonts.
moons and some are fonts.
Fonts.
Right,
So
Calibra is a
Tahoma,
font. Tahoma's a font.
Impact
is a font.
Cumbria is a font. Don't.
Okay. So the other ones I think may be moons.
Moons
As
Or
opposed to Shakespearean.
as opposed to
characters.
Shakespearean
Yeah,
characters.
yeah.
Because I don't think Umbriel is a Shakespearean. So should we
Moons
go
of
for
where?
Cambria?
We know
Yeah.
we've got
Okay, let's do it.
You did? Do we know what they're moons of? I would guess.
Moons of, well, they're moons of
Yeah.
different.
They could be, the solar system. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
There you go, you solved the wall. Very well done. That is 4 points immediately, and now I need to know the connections. What about the first blue group, starting Sebastian?
They are characters in Disney's The Little Mermaid.
Disney's 1989 film, The Little Mermaid. And the green group, starting Lady Lazarus.
Works by Sylvia Plath.
They are all works by the poet Sylvia Plath. And the next group, what are they?
Fonts.
They are font typefaces, that's right. And the last group, Titania, Umbriel, Oberon, Miranda.
Moons of the solar system.
I need you to be more specific.
Saturn?
Saturn? Let's go for Saturn.
I'm afraid it's not. They are moons of Uranus. Or Uranus, as some people oddly say now. I'm so sorry, but I need that specific answer. But you found all 4 groups and got 3 connections. That is a total of 7 points. Let's have a look at the scores going into the final round. The Tubers have 15 points. The Cosmopolitans have 15 points. So, we will decide who goes through to round 3 and who goes home in the Missing Vowels round. You remember how this works. Teams, very important this evening, of course, so buzz with care. The first group of missing vowel clues are all things that cause pain to runners. Tubers?
Sprained ankle.
Correct. Cosmopolitans?
Stomach cramps. Cramps, yes.
Correct. Cosmopolitans?
Achilles tendinitis.
Correct. Cosmopolitans?
Jogger's nipple.
Correct. Next category, cubes. Cosmopolitans?
Stockade.
Well done. Tubers?
Nissen tube.
Correct. Cosmopolitans?
Ice cube.
Yes, it is. Tubers?
729.
Very well done. Next category, we might give them a tip. Tubers?
Cabbies.
Correct. Tubers?
Refuse collectors.
Correct. Cosmopolitans?
Maitre d's.
Correct. Tubers?
Croupiers.
Correct. Next category, films about assassinations. Cosmopolitans?
In the line of fire.
Giving the answer just as the bell goes off, it is in the line of fire. And that means at the end of round 4, the Tubers have 21 points, the Cosmopolitans have 22 points and are through to the next round. Very well done. Very unlucky Tubers, especially after that brilliant answer in the cube category. Thank you very much for coming, but I'm afraid you're going home. Cosmopolitans, we will see you in the next round. Well done. What a tense finish. Join me next time for another episode of the quiz that takes no prisoners. Not after that regrettable incident in Series 2. Goodbye.